Hello dear SAP colleagues and SAP friends. In today's video I would like to show you and to tell you what a transaction in SAP is and how you can use them and how you can understand them better. Beginning, I would like to ask you, if you enjoyed the video at the end, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you have some questions or some comments, please write down into the comments your opinion. In SAP, everything starts with the so-called modules. Maybe many years ago they were called applications. I'm not really sure about this, but nowadays there are modules in SAP, and this is the main reason for me why SAP is not a software and why SAP is a platform. It is so because the different companies from the different industries, they can obtain different modules, they can pay for different modules, and they can install them on the platform, and so they will build a big platform. And this is the reason why for me everything starts with modules, and why the modules are very important for the transactions as well. Well, now on the screen we see some of the most important modules. We see FE for financial, CO for controlling, MM for material management, SD for sales and distribution. And here two more modules which are not that important, but I am working quite a lot with them. These are CML and CMS. They are standing for Customer Mortgage and Loans and Customer Mortgage Securities. Well, basically these two modules, the last one, they are for the credit business, if you wish, and this is with them the banks and the insurance companies which are having this type of business, they are managing this business for credits for the company. Okay, why these modules are so important for the transactions? Well, every transaction in SAP is comprised of letters and numbers, and they're mixed in a way in which it is not really clear why they're mixed this way. However, from what we can understand is actually that what is very important at this point to say and to understand is that, first of all, SAP has been developed and created in Germany. Well, this has shaped the letters and how they were used, and the numbers they have gotten a specific meaning. But for instance, when it comes to the letters, as we can see here where the first letter is, V, it is coming from German Vertrieb, which means distribution. And now we will see how it is used in a specific example for a transaction. But this is actually the same for all the other letters. They are coming from German, but they mean something different. I mean, they are written differently in English, and that is why the first letter from the English word is not the same as the first letter from the German word. However, let's see an example, because this would make the things pretty clear. Well, and the first example with which we can start here is the transaction LT01. And basically this is a very good example because actually it is the same in German and in English. I mean, what the letters mean. L or L stands for logistics, as in German Logistik. T stands for transport, as in German Transport. And 01 stands for add, which is actually, as we said already, sort of maintained in a very exact manner, and it is actually the meaning of 01 is to add something. So basically this means add a transport order, right? The second example which we can see on the screen is ME01N. And well, basically this is a little bit more interesting here, because here we have an example which is a little bit more complicated. Why? Because ME2 stands for material management, but actually M is coming from material accounting, however, from the past. E stands for Einkauf, which in German which in English means purchasing or purchase. And actually ME2 stands for purchase order, right? For creation of purchase order. We have 01 or 1, which means add, and we have N, which means new. And basically the whole thing here means create a purchase order. Okay, let's continue. Now we are able to see on the screen some more transactions here, and these are very technical transactions which I'm not going to discuss in details or all of them, but for instance the first one is SQ01, and basically this is pretty clear. It stands for sub query add or 01 add, and then we have SQ2, 02, SQ03, SQVE, VE, and then some more. Well, all these transactions, they're more or less clear, but everything starts from SQ01. And however, if we continue with other transactions, we'll actually see that there are some transactions which are not very, so to say, clear when you see them for first time. And this is also true. There are such transactions, there are many transactions, and for instance the last transaction which I would like to finish this video with is the transaction SPRO, which is actually the transactions from which you can find all the customizing settings to all the modules that the company, that the system has in it. And it is actually not really clear why SPRO has been chosen, but it is definitely something which you learn with the time and you memorize with the time, and this is how it is in SAP. There is a lot of logic, and it is mainly logic behind the things, but however sometimes there are things which you have to memorize, as it is in everything else in life, even if it is language. I mean, language which you speak, or even if it is programming language, there are things in the syntax which you have to learn and know, and you learn them with time without to think a lot. This is how it is. This is how the world nowadays is. So guys, thank you for your attention. If you like the video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, stay tuned, write comments, and till next time, friends. Wish you all the best.